It's the best and worst of last gen, reminiscing about the last generation of consoles as we move into the new one. Best, a better, robust online communication system. With both the dawn of the Xbox 360 and the PlayStation 3 came some really neat new additions that were never available before. You could have a huge friends list. You could actually send messages, whether text or voice, to and from your friends on your friends list. In certain situations and in certain games, you could on the fly invite your friends to join your games. On the Xbox 360, you could actually have a party system where you could have several people sitting there watching and conversing while doing different things. It was a really neat feature, and it really added to the social aspect. Previous to this, as I had already stated, online gameplay was incredibly limited, so you didn't have this kind of awesome on-the-fly communication at all times. A lot of people ended up actually using their Xbox 360s and PlayStation 3s as a way to verbally, and in some cases even visually, if you had the Kinect or the PSI, communicate with family and friends who maybe lived, not nearby or across the globe. And it was a really neat way to do so. So this was the very first time in this console generation that we had a robust communication system with our online services, and it was a really cool addition. Unfortunately, Nintendo with the Wii pretty much lagged behind and had an extremely limited friend code system, which quite honestly with the Wii U really hasn't even gotten that much better. So Nintendo lagging behind on this one. Worst. Personal info being hacked from the major gaming companies. So as I said, with great power comes great responsibility. By having these awesome online, robust experiences on Xbox Live and PlayStation Network, users literally opened up their privacy in order to register for these online services. Unfortunately, both Microsoft and Sony were hacked over the course of their existence in the last console generation. The worst incidents actually happened about 2 years ago when Sony's entire PlayStation network had been hacked. It was found that the actual encoding and protections, encryptions on the personal information of their users was incredibly lax, and that the hackers really had no difficulty whatsoever going in and snagging tons of passwords, usernames, things like that. In fact, Sony was unable to this day to even say what exactly was the extent of the theft, and they even told people to constantly be checking your credit report in case someone might have been doing identity theft with your information. So again, the first generation of consoles to have these amazing online communication systems and experiences, but also the first generation where we kind of had a panic and a culture shock of, uh-oh, we have our personal information ingrained in these networks now, and we need to be sure that this information is protected because we don't want people trying to do stuff with it. Up next, some things they just got right, and some things, no matter how hard they tried, they just couldn't. Check it out.